Well, Mary Stomp, hey, you're really an angel of mercy there. Helping people all over. I can't believe, though, what you're doing now for your friends. Liana and Chase Williams, is that their name?
That is.
Yeah, and boy, you've raised over $50,000 already for them? Or how close are you?
Well, I'm at 40,000. I need to raise another. My goal is to raise another 13,500.
Wow, that's terrific. And your friend Liana is suffering with lymphoma that doesn't look too hopeful for her?
Yeah, she's had a really tough. She's tried three different kinds of chemotherapy and all have failed. She was originally going to get a bone marrow transplant, but because she's not responding to the chemo, that's been canceled. So now she's going to be entering
My
clinical.
dog is moving my camera.
I locked mine out.
Okay, no. Actually, I'll just keep it in. That's more interesting. And so go ahead, the story.
So she's now looking at clinical trials at Stanford.
Yeah. Wow. And you said her husband just lost her job?
Yeah, 4 days after they found out she had cancer, his company moved to Colorado, and so he lost his job. And they have two young children, a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old.
7 and 9 years old, lost his job. Mom's doesn't look, hopeful, and going to lose his home, going to go bankrupt and everything, huh?
Yeah, he predicted that he was going to go bankrupt by the end of May.
Wow. So this is money to really a good place, huh? I mean, you have two little kids. You have a man that's trying to keep it all together, I guess, and losing his job too. And oh my goodness. So when you go on this site to do this, now, first of all, you used the site once before, right?
I did.
GiveForward.com, right?
Yeah, I raised money for a family that I didn't know whose dog had been hit by a car and they couldn't afford the vet bill.
Wow, so you read the story in the paper or something? Or
I was searching for a stolen dog statue on Craigslist and I came across their ad.
So you saw this ad on Craigslist that their dog was hit. They didn't have money to afford the vet bill, and so they were going to give away the dog. And you said, hey, I'll raise money for that dog and keep the family together, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I did, and the dog had the surgery and is alive and well today.
Wow, so you're like Superwoman. You just fly in and save the day. Boy, I had dreams of doing that. Like, why don't we all do that like you? What stops the rest of us from being like you, saving the day? How'd you know about Give Forward at that time?
You know what? They found the website for me, and then I went to work on it. And then I researched different sites, and this site's a great, really easy site to use. So when I was getting ready for Leanna's fundraiser, then I immediately went to them. I used it for the dog. And no, not at all. It's super easy. It took me literally less than 10 minutes to set up Leanna's campaign.
Really?
Now, entering 2,000 emails took me a little longer, but you can actually import if you have the right programs, but I didn't, so I was importing from a different source.
So then, but setting up the web page itself about the offer, it just took you 20 minutes or something, huh?
Yeah, less than that.
Less than 20 minutes to do all that.
Yep.
Wow, that's fantastic. And look at your $40,000, already in the bank and getting closer, to really solving important problems. I mean, the dog is an important problem too for that family. And here you have another important problem that you just took it upon yourself to help these people out, and they weren't going to do it, right?
No, they didn't want to ask people for money.
Yeah.
And so I said, just let me ask for the money. You don't have to ask. I'll thank them. I'll do everything. You just give me your email contacts. That's all that's all I ask for. And give me updates.
Right. So that, I mean, it's sort of like being in the hospital. I feel you have to have an advocate of a family member in the hospital. You to take care. So here, solving problems outside the hospital, you get a friend who's generous like you to go out. I mean, but when you think of it, I mean, to have a friend go out and raise 40,000, trying to get $50,000 for you to help keep the family together, is I think a remarkable feat for any person to do. And why isn't everyone in this country doing what you do? Yeah,
That's a really good question. Why isn't everybody doing it? Or going and giving someone $5 to make a difference in their lives?
I mean, we know there's problems out there, right? And we sit and look at TV and complain about it, you know. And here's a way: you see a problem, someone needs help, and if you could spend 20 minutes of your time figuring this thing out and putting it online, and you think it's an important problem, then you could do it and make the whole goddamn life better, isn't it?
Yeah, anybody could do it, really.
Yeah, anybody could do it, but you really did it. Most people talk about it. See, that's the difference. Most people out there, well, yeah, if I had the money, I'd give it. But even if you don't have the money, right?
You can still give it.
Yeah, you can still do it. You can still solve the problem
Right.
without the money. Yeah? So don't just sit there on your butt complaining.
I started it with, I did the first donation.
Uh-huh.
Because you got to show people that you're willing to
I see.
put something into it, even if it's $50.
Yeah,
But you've got to show that you're as committed.
it's going to be
and
committed.
people will follow.
Yeah. Oh, that is just wonderful. I mean, this is, what's a better story to tell than a lady out there in California who goes out and reads about a family hurt dog and raises $2,500 for her, knows of a friend who's lost a job and his wife is dying from lymphoma and raises, $50,000 now for them, and all it takes is some time for you, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So, but it takes the heart, and that's what you have. You have a wonderful heart, and I hope that heart spreads to more people so they could do stuff like you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for being amongst us.
Thanks for inviting me.